Alright, this is their desk, right?
Geez, these guys are a couple of neat freaks. Everything's so tidy. It's only a bunch of neatly stacked books. So tempting to mess it all up. I wouldn't do that to Yorinda or Hans, though. That's where Hans and Yorinda... Geez, these guys...
I was trying to... You would think that the code would be in here.
Jacob is so messy. What typically perfect and neat.
Unless it's here.
I'm not taking any of the work with me. I'm so unorganized. I can't even tell what my own notes mean. Oh, what's this? Something scribbled here with my name on it. It just says left, right, right, middle, left, right, left. These are the hidden buttons Hans uses for the hideout. Only problem is, I can never remember his stupid codes.
This is the left, right, middle thing. I just
It
wanna...
might seem like an ordinary tree, but really it's our secret hideout. I helped Hans make it, but it was his idea. Now it's basically our home, and my favorite place to be. Darn bees, trying to move into our tree house. You're not welcome here.
Alright, so it's left, right, right, middle, left, right, left. Alright, so it was left, right, right, middle, left, right, left.
Ah, there we are. About time. Hans? Hello?
Winnie! Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you come in, but I'm glad you're finally here.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't for your dang door code, what's got you all excited, huh?
You'll never believe what I found. Oh, I barely believe it myself. Last night, by the orphanage, I heard two travelers talking about something. They said it was the scientific discovery of the century.
Well, what was it?
Winnie, they found it. They found just what we've been looking for. It's called telekinesis.
I'm not following. What's telekinesis?
Telekinesis. Yes, well, I wasn't so sure myself, but they went on to describe how this man could move things just by thinking about it.
So, he was actually a witch then?
No, Winnie, that's the thing. He was just a regular farmer. And that's not all. He could read people's thoughts and feelings, their memories. The townsfolk accused him of being a witch, what with the fear of witchcraft spreading and all. But apparently, he knew nothing about witchcraft. He just sensed his abilities.
Okay, that's nice for him, but I still don't see why you're all excited.
Right, yes. Well, I did some research after hearing this. And it's just like I thought. All the things that were said about this man's abilities. It's just like the third eye chakra spells.
Third eye? Isn't that the subject we had a few weeks ago in class?
Exactly. Don't you see? It's what we've been looking for. It's a connection between science and witchcraft, Winnie.
You mean, this would show Mother once and for all that science is important?
Exactly. Just think of the possibilities, too. The discoveries we could make with this.
Hold on. If this is what the third eye thing can do, then my test, I could pass it easily.
Well, sure. But not just that. If we can learn more about what telekinesis is, then we can help people understand magic through science. People won't have to be afraid of us anymore.
This is it. This could be what finally helps me beat Yannicka once and for all.
Oh, but Winnie, I think perhaps we should concentrate on...
Right. What do we do now? Can we get it? This telekinesis?
Telekinesis.
Right, whatever. How do we get it? What do we do?
Well, maybe, but perhaps we shouldn't rush into this.
Rush? Hans, the Wanderer's test is any day now. Mother was just lecturing me about it. If I get this telekinesis, if I use it to pass this test, my weird will be perfect. Mother won't have to scold me or tell me off anymore.
Right. That is true.
And maybe finally, Mother will stop comparing me. I'll never have to be told I'm not as good as precious little Yannicka ever again.
Yeah, you're right, Winnie. Let's do it. Let's help you pass that test.
So, details. How are we going to do this? Do you remember anything about the third eye spells? I might not have been paying too much attention in class.
Yes, I looked over my notes last night. We were never taught any direct awakening spells, but there's one incantation Mrs. Vogt recited from her spell book that kind of fits.
Okay, great. What is it?
It's an incantation to summon the goddess Minerva for extrasensory insight and knowledge. You imbue magic beads with the spell, then place them on your head to help open your third eye. But Winnie, you know that Mrs. Vogt's spellbook is strictly off limits to us.
And you know it wouldn't be the first time I've borrowed it either. All right, so first we need a plan for swiping the spellbook again. What else?
Oh, well, from what I remember, the beads are okay. I have some left over from class. But we also need 3 candles. One of white, one of purple, and one of blue.
That could be tricky. I don't think there's any left in the school.
We could make them, though.
We can? All right, great. Swipe spellbook, make candles. Easy. Let's get cracking then. Where's this telekinesis guy gone? Let's go find him. Surely he could just tell me how to pass my test if he wants to help people, right?
Actually, that was kind of my first thought, too. That's why I'm fixing this machine. The idea is that it reads patterns of energy moving in the brain when you wear it. So if we observe this man's brain patterns, then perhaps we could even replicate them.
Yes, that sounds great. Let's do it.
But I'm not so sure. It might take time, Winnie. This machine still needs a lot of work. And the man, he went into hiding.
What? Why?
To avoid punishment. These townspeople, they're really serious about putting an end to witchcraft.
Ugh, darn people. Always getting so worked up about stuff they don't know anything about.
Yes, well, that's why they get worked up, Winnie. We just have to be patient. Find ways to help them understand, you know?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. What do we need for candle making then?
Well, I know it's possible. I just don't know how. Yannicka's the one who told me about it. Maybe you can ask her.
Oh. Right, of course she did. Ugh.
But I do know how to make dyes. So if we can make candles, I can help color them. As long as it's the right color, it can be flowers, plants, stuff like that. I have a book on biology around here that might help you.
And we need white, purple, and blue.
Keep your eyes open, and if you see anything, bring it to me and I'll take care of the dye.
The blueberries and the flower. I'm assuming that's what we need for the colors.
By the way, Mother said you have to go see her about your test.
Oh, right. I still need to pass the smoke appearance module.
Smoke appearance? Oh, is that for your elective?
Yeah, methods of appearing. The only reason I chose it is because I thought I could fake it with solidified carbon dioxide. Turns out, not so easy to move around or use on my own.
Solid carbon... what?
Solidified carbon dioxide. It's that smoky stuff behind me there. It's kind of like ice, but dry and much colder. So cold it burns you if you touch it. I figured that out the hard way.
But how's that meant to help you with your smoke appearance?
Well, that fog coming off of it, That's sublimation. The ice turning from a solid into a gas. But if you drop the ice into water, then that happens a lot faster and makes a lot more fog.
Ah, I see. And then you'd use that to disguise your appearance. Clever, clever. Maybe not just disguising an appearance, but also a disappearance as well.
Winnie, what are you planning now?
Hans, we'll use this to steal the spellbook. It's perfect. If there's as much fog as you say, it should be easy to grab it while Mother is distracted.
Sure, but like I said, it's too cold to carry, and we don't have any gloves. And besides, I can't really drop it in water without Mrs. Vogt noticing.
Right. Don't worry about all that. I'll find a way I can help while you're doing the test. Leave it to me. I'll figure it out. Right. This incantation isn't, incantating itself. I'm off to get us stuff.
Okay then, Winnie. I'll be here if you need me.
A few pretty old tools Hans scavenged from the village. They'll do the job. Nah, I think Hans needs them more than I do. That thing looks particularly complicated.
Okay.
That's Hans' most prized possession. A certificate for first place in a science youth fair. It was his first award for science ever. A silly thing for kids in the village, but still, I'm super proud of him. It'll be the first of many, I'm sure.
It's kind of sad to think that she still has it with her. Because I know who the murder's going to be. They're going to try to get the orb and he's going to accidentally get killed in the lake. That's my guess anyways.
You kidding me? That's like the treehouse treasure. It's not going anywhere.
Because we know he died in the lake.
So this is that dry ice stuff Hans was talking about. I wonder if it will really make as much fog when added to water as he says it will. Ouch! Yikes, that's flipping cold.
Can I use this on it?
Now it's all filled with gas from the dry ice.
Yep.
It's part of the machine Hans is working on to copy the old guy's telekinesis. I guess this part has something to do with receiving and calculating what the headgear scans. Things would be easier if we could just find him and get him to share his ability with us. Hans is working on it, and I don't think he needs my help just yet.
Oh, I see that.
These are just different chemicals we keep around for various experiments. It's third eye spell making time, so no experiments today. Ah, yes, well, looks to me like the gas from that thing is becoming a liquid in that thing. And that thing is... who am I kidding? Hans is always one step ahead in learning all of this stuff. Who knows what Hans is doing with this experiment here? Best not to touch. These look like diagrams for Hans' machine. I can actually kind of follow this. After all the time I've spent watching him tinker with these things, it's not too surprising, I guess. It's good where it is. Hans manages to find bunches of new ones every week from the village. I try and keep up with him, but geez, he can read books way bigger than I can. Let's see. Hans' books are pretty complex. Usually I can find a good one though. There's Euclidean works in space and number theory, Charles Babbage and the Turing equivalent. Yeah. Oh, this must be the biology book Hans mentioned. Biology for Beginners.
Alright.
This little fellow always comes and keeps us company at the hideout. Apart from me and Hans, he's the only other one that knows where it is. So no telling, got it? Ah, he looks hungry. I better find something for him to eat first. He doesn't like being handled too much when he's hungry. Do you? No, you don't.
Doesn't he eat chalk?
No, that's not what he likes to eat.
Coal?
That doesn't need any chalk. Oh, excuse you. All right, time to get rid of that fiery breath before you get a bellyache.
Winnie, don't take him away for too long. You know the red dragon gets agitated when the baby's away from her.
I know. Jeez, you sound like Mother.
Hey, sorry. Just careful with the little guy, okay?
Alright.
Darn bees, trying to move into our treehouse. You're not welcome here. I don't want to get stung. I'm not putting my hand any closer when they're crazy like that.
Can we use a dragon on it?
I'm not sure what good that would do.
Alright, how about this? Alright. So we'll talk to the sister.
Hey, Yannicka.
Hi, Winnie. What can I help you with?
So, I heard you know how to make candles.
Oh, yes. I wrote an essay for Mother on it last semester.
Of course you did. Do you think you could tell me how to make them, maybe?
What was that, Winnie?
Can you tell me how to make some dumb candles? Or not, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, sure thing. I'd be happy to. Well, really, all you need is some wax, either paraffin or beeswax or something like that.
Hold on. Aren't the crayons from school made from paraffin? I kind of fed them to the baby dragon. I don't know. He seemed to like them.
Aw, how cute. Well, if you do happen to find some wax, then you just mold the wax around a wick and you're done. Wicks can be anything. A piece of string or rope or something like that. Then you can just dip them into various dyes to change the candle's color if you want to.
Wax, wick, dyes. Easy. Thanks. Thanks for nothing.
Anytime, Winnie. I'm glad I could help.
Never mind.
Oh,
Alright. We need, so the wax we can, the wick, I'm assuming we can get from the yo-yo, because she did say any string. So let's give the beehive to him so we can get some wax.
Hey, have a look at this, Hans. Beeswax. Yannicka said we can use this for candle making.
Oh, great. I hope you didn't hurt yourself getting it down.
Nope. I'm way too super clever for that.
Well, I only need the wax inside. Do you mind taking the husks for me? That means we just need a wick to make the candles now. Nice work, Winnie. Let's see then. That means we still need something to make the wicks out of for the candles. Something to make blue dye. Something to make purple dye. Something to make white dye. To somehow steal Mrs. Vogt's spell book. And then that should do it.
Still so much left.
Don't worry, Winnie. You're doing well. You can do it.
Alright.
The beehive is hollow now after Hans took out the wax. All that's left is a kind of hard resin shell.
Oh, I know what to do with that. Here you go, dude. Here's your helmet.
I wonder. He does keep hitting himself, and this would be hard enough to protect his head. Hey, Wilhelm.
What's up, Win?
Think I could trade you this for your yo-yo?
Get out. What do I want with some stinking beehive?
Beehive? Huh? No, this is a helmet. Don't you see? See, there's the, eye hole.
One? Hello, Winnie. I have two eyes.
It's better for your perception that way. Or something. And cooler, so you'll look super cool. And you'll be protected from your yo-yo.
Super cool, you say?
All I want is to borrow your yo-yo. Just for a little bit.
Alright, if you say so. But you better give it straight back, yeah?
Yeah. Psh, of course.
How is it? Super cool? I look cool, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The coolest.
Yeah, sweet.
Hey, Jacob.
What now, Winnie?
What's the deal with the flower? Is this some kind of fashion thing, or...
It's nothing. Yeah, sure. Fashion. That's exactly what it is.
Really? Because I don't know. It looks kind of ridiculous.
Like you'd know anything about fashion.
Alright.
I forget.
Let me see something. We have a book. Looks like it's about a flower.
According to Hans, I should be able to make colored dyes from plants and stuff. Oh, the blue cornflower. I'm sure I've seen this somewhere. It's perfect. It says, the cornflower is oft worn by young men in love as symbol of their affections. Where did I see it? Aha! There's also a bit here about bees. This could be helpful. Apparently, bees' aggression is the result of pheromones excreted to communicate alarm to other bees. It goes on to say that blowing...
Yeah, blowing smoke bubble. We don't need to know about that.
Hey, Jacob. I think I know the real reason you have that flower on. Something about, oh, a symbol of affection?
What? I mean, no. No.
I wonder who you might be showing affection to then.
Winnie.
Well, tell you what, give me some of those flowers and I'll keep as quiet as you want.
But I've tried everything else. This is the last thing I have to show my love.
Yuck. Well, what else did you try then?
Everything. I've passed on so many messages to her in class. But alas, my poetry has fallen on deaf ears. My words yet to be consumed. My love as yet unrequited.
All right, enough. That does seem odd, though. Yannicka isn't the type to just ignore someone completely. Forget it. Right. Love letter. Should be in here somewhere. It's all just rubbish. Wait, huh? Is this it? Haha, it is! What a dork. He wrote it on a napkin of all things. If Yannicka didn't know to look for it, she probably just figured it was rubbish. It says, to my dearest buttercup, the brightest of diamonds. Roses are red, violets are blue. I like you. Do you like me too? Signed, Jacob. Wow. Never have more heartfelt words been put to paper.
Oh, okay. Like, I hated this bitch when she was like a witch trying to screw around with us. But as a kid, she was awesome.
Hey, lover boy.
Winnie.
Settle down. I have good news for you. Kind of. Your so-called poetry wasn't ignored. It just looked like rubbish.
You mean Yannicka hasn't even read it yet? But of course. It all makes sense now. My words of pure, raw feeling. She couldn't possibly have read them without any emotional reaction.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get a reaction, all right. Maybe not the one you're after, though.
Here. I have no need for this nonsensical symbol when I have poetry on my side. But, Winnie, could you do me the favor of passing on my letter to Yannicka? A true poet should never show his own hand to the...
Yes. Please just... Enough already with the drama. Wow. Whatever could this be? I seem to have found it lying around. Could this be for you, Yannicka?
Ooh, for me? This is so thoughtful. This is just what I wanted to say.
Really? Oh, be still, my beating heart. The moment has come for my majestic words to...
Thanks a heap, Winnie. That feels better.
Oh no. Don't mention it, Yannicka. My pleasure.